Make sure I'm plugged in here. My name is Brian Bean, and I'm here to show you guys some strategies tonight that help me, several of my mentees, a lot of my mentors earn a lot of money using this and using your own money instead of trying to get out here and create a lot of hype or buzz or sales and motivation. What we do is we show you how to use your own money to make money. But first, what you have to do is understand a few basic concepts that we teach you, like 2, 4, and 3. That's a framework that we put together. Again, 2, 4, and 3. The 2 stands for 2 objectives, the 4 stands for 4 challenges, and the 3 stands for 3 solutions. Now, what exactly is 2, 4, 3? Let me move this picture out the way here. Those online. Everybody knows in America that you have 2 financial goals, but these goals are very, very difficult to hit for most people. I'm gonna show you why in a second. Again, we're talking strategy. Your current lifestyle is one goal. Meet your current needs. The labor is done so by your labor, right? Your labor pays for your food, your clothes, your shelter, all the things that we call basic necessities in this country. If you want to travel the world, if you want to get a bigger house, get a nicer car, most of us have to work some type of job or business for that to happen. Now, your future lifestyle is your second objective. One day you're not going to want to work. That's just reality. Okay. One day your boss is going to say, we're tired of you working. Or one day you're going to want to tell your boss you're tired of working for him. So the future lifestyle and the current lifestyle have to come together at some point. But what do you do when you no longer have the job that's paying you, but you still have the same lifestyle? You see, your future lifestyle should be paid for by your investments. So if you're taking notes, current lifestyle equals labor, future lifestyle equals investments. Now, there are 4 things keeping you from getting your future lifestyle met, and it has most people struggling in the current lifestyle. Here's what they are. Number 1 is inflation. Number 2 is taxes. Number 3 is debt. And number 4 is big business. Let me say that again. Inflation, taxes, debt, and big business. Now, these are the things that give you very little money left to prepare for your future. Here's why. Inflation is basically the value of the dollar going up every single day. Okay. Every single day your dollar, loses its value, goes down because the cost of living goes up. Let me say that again. Every single day, the value of your dollar goes down because the cost of living goes up. Wealthy people have figured out how to outpace inflation. People that struggle don't even factor in inflation. So let me give you an example. $20 in your gas tank 20 years ago took that bad boy all the way past half, and a lot of cars to full. $20 in your tank today, same president, same color, same sheet of paper, same currency, won't even take your gas tank to a quarter tank these days because gas is more expensive. In other words, it's the same money, but its value has dropped because it's buying a lot less. You see? Now you tack on that gas example by daycare, healthcare, groceries, clothes. If you're making $50,000 in 2010 and you're still making $50,000 in 2017, your $50,000 is really $38,000. You see, you made it. That's the trick. You got the same money coming in, but grapes are now $2 a pound when in 2010 they were 89 cents a pound. So now you go in and get less grapes for the same money, less clothes for the same money, right? Less education for the same money. Everything is going up, so your dollar has to go up at the rate of inflation. Now, the second thing that keeps most people struggling is taxes. Think about it. Ad valorem taxes, property taxes, state taxes, local taxes, federal taxes. Taxes usually take the first 1/3 of your income. Now, what that means is if taxes are taking the first 1/3 of your income, most of us only get paid on 2/3 or what is left. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. This is important. You generally work for the government from January to April. If you really understood that, most people would learn to minimize their taxes because technically, if you have a job, you don't start getting paid until May. So the first third of your check goes to the government, then that means the first third of your calendar went to the government. So you work for 2 entities when you have a job. I'm not bashing a job. Just know that you work for the government first, then you work for your boss or your employer second, and then you generally fall in third. Now, here's another harsh reality. This is important. Problem number 3 is debt. See, taxes actually cause debt. I want you to write that down. Taxes cause debt. This country is called capitalism, and it's set up in such a way that if we take the taxes off the top, then you're forced to borrow from the banks from the bottom. You see? So if you make 50,000 a year and the government takes 18, like we said, and you take home 32, in order for you to get back up to 50, you got to borrow 18 and then you got to pay back 25. You see? So I like to say the banks kick you in the butt and then the taxes hit you in the stomach. So people are constantly getting hit, taxes, 30%, debt. Oh my goodness. And then we wonder why we never meet our second objective, which is the investment income. You see? Again, I want y'all to write this in your notes. Something has to work, just not me. Okay? Something has to work, just not me. And when you understand that banks and the government and all these entities I'm showing you, they have a plan for your money if you don't. Let me say that again. If you don't have a plan or strategy for your money, somebody else does. Let me prove it to you. Big business. Big business takes the final 1/3 of your income. Now, I'm an English major. Okay, I got my degree from Morehouse in 1997. I got my degree in English. I thought I was going to law school before I ran into some big dollars and then lost all my big dollars. Let me show you how this works. Luckily, I recovered, but here's how this works. See, big business takes every month, all 12, and they make sure you participate in it. Let me say that again. Big business takes every month, and they make sure you participate in big business. Let me prove it to you. January, New Year's, right? February, Valentine's. March, spring break. April, Easter. May, Mother's Day. June, Father's Day. Oh my goodness, right now, graduation. You just got out of prom, right? July, 4th of July. August, we back to school. We just got out of prom and graduation. Then we got the back to school special. September, Labor Day. October, Halloween. November, Thanksgiving. Black Friday. Cyber Monday. December, 24th. New Year's, 24th, Christmas Eve. 31st, New Year's Eve. Don't forget about Christmas on the 25th. They make sure every month you have something to participate in. And isn't it funny, if you don't participate in it, you almost look like the outsider, right? Tell your boss one day, you know what, I'm not doing Secret Santa. This year, I'm putting away some money for my investment. He's like, okay, evaluation time, not a team player, right? So it forces you to participate. Now, there's nothing wrong with holidays, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with friends and family and festivities and being festive. But the problem comes when you hear people stretching way beyond their limits to try to participate in capitalism, not understanding that they're making a lot of other people wealthy. So what we do is simple. We believe in, let me move this up to the right here, strategy over sales. Okay, that's what makes us a little different. Our company is called MyEcon. That's short for My Economy. That way you never have to worry about the economy. We're the personal financial success company. We don't care who you are. We got network marketers, we got doctors, we got lawyers, we got single moms, single dads, educators, police officers. It doesn't matter. We're a group of people that give you a strategy to put on top of the money that you make, so that however you make your money, it continues to grow. So other people won't have a strategy for it instead of you. Now, I'm not knocking sales. Okay, I'll show you guys this. That's how I lost my first $1 million, not because of sales, but just because I didn't have a strategy, right? I actually hated my job at the time. It was called Nations Bank. I can't give you guys the name of the company now, but they call it the Bank of America. Okay, so when I graduated from college in 1997, like I said, I got my degree in English, and I started getting real frustrated climbing this corporate American ladder, and I realized my ladder was on the wrong building. So I said, man, this is gonna be a long 40 years if I gotta be up in traffic 2 hours a day, get home from traffic 2 hours a day, barely enough time for me. At the time, I didn't have a family, but if I have any children or ever get married, where in the world does all this fit? So I was making 3 figures every 2 weeks. I never forget. Every 2 weeks, I had a 3-figure check come in. And the salary was kind of boring. It's like another company's telling me what I can and can't do. All right, Brian, you're going to make X amount of dollars. I like my check used to be like $982 every 2 weeks. So I'm out of college, I'm like, $982. That's after all these taxes. Then I went and got, back then we didn't have webinars. I got on a conference call and I started my home-based business. I went from 3 figures every 2 weeks to 4 figures a week. That's a big difference. You start making $1,000, $2,000 a week. You work from home. You would fire your boss too. Okay, at age 22. Then I started making 5 figures a month. Now at this point, I'm making more in a month than my boss was paying me all year. You start making 30, 40, 50, $60,000 in 30-day increments. You would understand the power of working from home too. And of course, 5 figures a month is high 6 figures a year, and I've earned 7 figures working right here out of my house. And I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like it. But here's the problem: I was in my 20s. Nobody gave me what I'm about to give you, which is real simple: a strategy. Nobody told me that every dollar I make is supposed to bring me back $5. Keep 2, invest 3, make 10. Keep 4, invest 6, make 17. Right? Keep 5, invest 12, make 50. You know what I mean? Every dollar I made went to taxes and went to friends and went to family. And I wasn't a real frivolous guy. I had my little toys, but I just didn't have a strategy. So guess what? Uncle Sam did. I got audited twice. All kind of crazy things happened. And I lost my first $1 million. Now, it's the best thing that ever happened because I was in my 20s. And I said, you know what? Never again. That's why I can look in your eye and tell you, it doesn't matter how much you make. It's how much you keep. So in my 30s, when I recovered and got it all back, I've been smooth sailing ever since, because now we put a strategy on top of the game plan for you. So here's how this actually works. Write this down in your notes. Cash, asset, cash. That's a wealth principle that you don't ever need to forget. Cash, asset, cash. We're going to take some cash. We're going to buy, build, or grow an asset, and that asset generates more cash. Now you're meeting your second objective, which is what? Which is having enough money in your future lifestyle, right? Having enough investments coming in so that one day you'll never have to work. You got to do cash, asset, cash. Now, how do our millionaires? We got several millionaires that teach you these strategies. Myself and others have actually been through the fire, right? People that have had hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, right? People that have lost all their wealth, like myself, had to get it back, can show you the mistakes. You would think this would be like $1,000 lecture, $2,000 education. Look, it's not even $200, okay? I laugh because this is the part where my friends start tripping me out. $34.95 a month. We teach you the strategies. We give you the software to implement the strategies. We give you the system, and that all leads to your financial success. Strategy, software, system, success. $34.95 a month. $1.17 per day, and you have our financial income shifting membership, the software to run the membership, all the things I'm going to show you that go in the membership, and more importantly, a home-based business where you can teach people via your membership. Now, why is that important? I'm going to show you guys this. First of all, what do you get for your membership? What about having discounted legal assistance? You ever need to get a trust fund set up? You ever need to talk to a lawyer about a patent or something, an idea you have, copywriting? You need to sue somebody. You got a question about a criminal situation. What about having discounted attorneys on speed dial? Okay, included in your $34.95. What about having identity theft prevention and identity theft protection? Prevention via something called key logging. That's where most of the con artists that get your information, they get it from your credit cards and your passwords and stuff online. So we put extra protection to prevent key logging. To prevent identity theft. Now, if they ever get your identity, like a young lady about 3 weeks ago, literally wrote a fake check, had my account number on it, tried to take $4,500 out of my account. They caught it. But imagine, like most people that don't have money, that would send people into a tailspin. What about $1 million policy so they'll never spin your tail again? Okay, $1 million policy, well, they'll cover you up to $1 million bucks. So until you get your social right, your credit right, your money right, and everything right from our identity theft, that alone is worth $34.95. We give you credit education, tax and accounting assistance, all of this for $34.95. An online shopping mall, about $1.2 million items in the online shopping mall. But really what you get is the software and the business on top of all that extra stuff. All right, let's talk about it real quick. What you need to do in strategy one, I'm going to fly through the strategies and I'm going to let you guys make a decision tonight on a big $34 investment. You may want to text the person right now and say, look, our keyword is $34.95. If you like what you see, just text or inbox the person that put you on this webinar or on this Facebook Live and say, look, the man told me to text you $34.95. Give me my password and give me my software. Here's one of the things we give you. We give you what's called 5 income streams. And what we mean by that is this. When we lower your taxes, that's more money coming back into your house. When we use those tax savings to pay off the debt, that's more money coming back into your house. When we show people how to pay off their debt and use those tax dollars, you earn bonuses every single week and every single month. That's more money coming into your house. Then we look at your expenses. What can you cut? What is leaving your house and paying big business that you can shave and start putting towards your future? That's another income stream coming back into your house. Then we take the money from the tax minimization, the debt elimination, the expenses going down, the bonuses going up, and now you have enough money to invest. Never forget the purpose of this webinar, guys. I have a lot of fun, I joke a lot, I smile a lot, but I'm really serious about this. Why do people think that retirement is the golden era when most people struggle while they're working? What makes you think you have more when you stop working? That's a capitalistic trick, okay? That's capitalism. They fool you into thinking you're gonna do better later, when the truth is most people aren't doing better and they're getting up every day. So you gotta have more income streams come into your household so you can start putting some money away later and let the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest, hit it. So where do we do that? I want you guys to see this. This is off the IRS website. Where does everything start? I'm gonna read this to you. It says, where does your refund come from? It comes from your wallet or purse. Let me say that again. Your tax refund comes from your wallet or purse. That's your money. When you tell your employer how much to withhold from your paycheck or you make an estimated tax payment. For the average refund, that's about $40 a week too much. The IRS website, way back in 2005, said the average refund comes as a result of you overpaying taxes by about $40 a week. Now let's see what advice they give you. You might be using the extra withholdings as a forced savings. Don't we do that? Man, I can't wait to tax refund. Girl, I got my refund check. That's called a forced savings. But Uncle Sam does not pay interest on refunds, except in special circumstances. I like to know what that is. Putting the money in any type of savings account or paying down debts might be a better option. See, guys, re means again, and fund means money. So your tax refund is simply your money again. Now, here's my question. If the government's not going to give you any interest off the money they're holding since last year, and they're going to let everybody else use your money, invest your money, get interest, then give you a percentage of your money back, you may as well give me my money during the year so I can pay my car note off in 11 months instead of 48, so I can pay my house off in 9 years instead of 15, so I can pay my credit cards off in 1 year instead of 4. So why don't I go ahead and just get my money up front during the year, take care of my lifestyle, start my home-based business, showing people how to do the same thing for $34.95, and I got plenty of money to start investing. Guys, I don't understand why a person watching this webinar right now will let $34.95 keep them from bringing the money into the house that they work for. Now, if you enjoy letting other people invest your money all year, and then you say, look, give me some of it back next year, y'all go ahead and have fun, then keep getting a tax refund. I'm trying to educate you. Let me just tell you this real quick. Wealthy people don't get a tax refund. Wealthy people look to minimize their taxes. Wealthy people say, look, I did the work. I want my money now because I can be getting 9, 10, 14, 19% of my money, not giving it to you for you to hold it and then give it back next year when inflation has decreased it. And here's what's so bad. Most of us need a refund so bad, we file a rapid refund, and then they take more money out because you need it rapidly. Then with the refund check, we go pay off the debt that we've amassed all year long, and then we go next year, I'm waiting on my tax refund. You see, it's a vicious cycle. The key to understanding this is understanding education. See, business works like this. Businesses in 1099 say, look, I want my money up front because I need my money during the year. The government says, cool, because you own a business, even if it's a home-based business. I don't care if you're a tutor. I don't care if you teach kids how to play piano. I don't care if you teach adults a second language. I don't care what you do. You need a 1099, which is what we offer, of some type, so that you can start writing off things that you're using anyway. So for example, before your home-based business, let's say you make $50,000 a year. The government's going to take 18, you're going to take home 32, and then you're going to try to pay bills off the remaining. You're going to pay bills of 18, and you're going to try to live off $14,000 a year. That's about $1,000 a month. And most of you guys know I was real lenient on this. Most people don't have an extra $1,000 a month left when everything's paid. Most people don't. There's no way in the world. Okay. So I was lenient on this. You started with 50, you ended up with 14. But here's the question for you guys. Why don't you have a 1099? See, America's just run by tax codes. That's all it is. 1099, W-4, Schedule C, Schedule A, 401k, 501c, Form 433, Form 4868, investment account 529, 729. America just runs their whole economy by letters and numbers. Well, let me give you some numbers you need to put in your portfolio. 1099. Okay, that's a tax code that says, listen, pay yourself first, pay your expenses, then pay the government last. See, in this country, how you make money determines how it's taxed. So now let me ask you guys watching this a question. You watching this on your cell phone, am I right? You watching me on your computer or laptop, am I right? You watching me on your iPad, am I right? You got square footage in your house, am I right? You ate at some point today. You put gas in your car at some point this week. You travel out of town at some point this year. Why aren't you keeping the receipts and lowering your taxes on bills that you currently have? It's easy. Most people don't know any better. So you take that same person, give them the $50,000 a year they were making, and then pay your bills of 18, and then get taxed on 32. You see, because your bills are coming anyway. So why don't you pay the bills first, then get taxed second, as opposed to paying the taxes first, then paying yourself second? It's just miseducation. All right, so here's how the software looks. This is called our cash flow manager. This is part of your $34.95 investment. It's really simple. You download our cash flow manager on your cell phone. It comes with the $34.95. Now it's going to ask you, do you want to enter an expense? Do you want to enter your income? You want to take a picture of the receipt? What do you want to do? You take a picture of the receipt. It uploads into the cloud. The government wants to know when, where, what, why, and how, basically. I went to Red Lobster. It was $34, $35. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. I talked to my team about training. Perfect. Take a picture of the receipt, uploads into the cloud. Now, at the end of the year, you got all your receipts and your what, why, and how on a spreadsheet. I'll show you in a second. Now, look, your MyEcon expense, $34.95. It's reoccurring. It's tax deductible. It's lowering your taxes. So why wouldn't you open up a 1099 business, show people this webinar, show people our website, right? How to shiftyourincome.com. Write that down. I do a quick video presentation for people to understand this. How to shiftyourincome.com. Now, when people see that website, they go, wait a minute, I need to learn these strategies. How do I pay my children to lower my taxes? How do I get my SEP and my IRA or a simple, depending on your situation, set up? How do I earn 8, 9, 14% instead of -1%? Yeah, it's easy. It's hidden in plain sight. It's just nobody's showing you. So now the $34.95 is tax deductible because you can show people these tools. Let's say you get a bonus check. Your check this week is $1,800. Watch this. All of this was kept the whole time via the cloud on a spreadsheet. It automatically input it for you. So there's the Red Lobster, $35.17. Red Lobster. Oh, by the way, I drove 54 miles to get there. Here's the fee for MyEcon, $34.95. Here's the commission check, $1,800. Now you just put this on a zip drive or email a spreadsheet via CPA, and your taxes are coming down, down, down. All right. We also earn $25 bonuses through Infinity. Okay. Here's a picture of my son and I. This was what, 2 years ago? 4 years ago. Wow. That's crazy. I was very, very fortunate. I have 5-figure weeks. I was the first person, I believe, to have a 5-figure week in this business because the bonuses just get astronomical. You know, it's amazing when you start showing people these concepts and these principles, what starts to happen for you, right? I'll show you this here. And I actually, that's the check right there. Y'all see it on my wall. And I'm just not bragging or boasting. I'm just telling you guys, like, this is nothing we got to make up. We don't have to try to fool you. We don't have to try to trick you. These bonuses get crazy because you earn $25, whether you tell people or not. You can have someone who says, look, I got some friends who need to learn these strategies, and you earn $25 on hundreds of people, eventually thousands of people, and we pay every week, and you don't even have to tell the people yourself. It's pretty cool. Now watch the residual income. Write this down. $3, $5, $8 per person. So every membership, every person has a membership. You earn $3, $5, or $8 per person per month. So you earn $25 every week on every $34.95 that enters your organization. We'll show you how to get positioned to make that happen. It starts at what's called EVP. Okay, just so you know, EVP is 2 people. Everybody write down EVP equals 2. EVP equals 2 memberships. The fun that I'm talking about begins once you hit EVP. Now watch this. If 2 tell 1, that's 4. They tell 1, that's 8. Now your team is growing. 16, 32, 64, 128. What's that? 256, 516, 1024. Imagine earning $8 a piece off 1,000 people per month. Imagine, for example, earning $5 a piece off the 2,026 people per month, right? That's a $1,200 check per month. Imagine earning $3 a piece off 32 people. Okay, that's I'm sorry, $5 a piece off 32 people. That's over $800 a month. But look, in just one leg, if 1 told 1, they each told 1, who told 1, who told 1, who told 1, who told 1. On level 13, you got over 4,000 people. Your check is, in this example, $32,000 a month. Now, I don't like theoretical examples. I don't like hype. I'm not with any of that. So let's just cut it all the hype in half. Would you be mad at me if you had $16,000 a month? Let's cut the hype. Brian, that's too high. Ain't no way you making that. Okay, let's cut it down to your liking, $8,000 a month. Brian, come on. Like, come on, be serious. Okay, that's what you need. $4,000 a month. Come on, Brian. Come on, man. Nobody's doing that. Okay, $2,000 a month. There are several people who not only make money with the strategies and the investing, but with the referrals and the bonuses, if you choose. Now, a lot of our millionaires don't come from the referrals. I'll be honest. It come from the strategies and the tax minimization. The debt is 0. They're investing, and they're investing 60% of their income per month. You put the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest, on that and watch what happens. But for those of you who like more of a hurry up game plan, a right now game plan, Brian, what can I get some money this week game plan? Then the bonuses are here for you. Okay. Here's some of my colleagues holding up their bonus checks. Hey, man, it just feels good to have people earning an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month. Some people way more than that per month. I'm just being real conservative because I don't want to scare anybody. But I just showed you. I mean, you can get up there just by simply sharing and educating, right? Don't sell, educate. Don't convince, educate. Either a person has $34.95 or they don't. You know, if you're around a bunch of people who question $34, you need to find a new bunch of people. All right. Now, strategy number 3, before we go here in 2 minutes or less, is the investment income. That's the investment income. Investment income is simple. See, the best way to get wealthy is to put your dollar into something and let inflation push it. Never forget that. The best way to get wealthy is to put your dollar into something and let inflation push it. 67% 67% of most people, 67% of their wealth comes from capital gains. Anytime money makes money, that's called capital gains or appreciation. It's taxed the least. As long as all your money is coming from labor, it's taxed the most. So you want most of your money coming from money. That way you get to keep most of it and the taxes come down. As long as you're making all your money with labor, the taxes go up and your money goes down. So you have to learn how to flip it. You want capital gains and dividends and investments to create your wealth, because the country's set up where wealthy people pay the least amount of taxes, percentage-wise, okay? And people that work, struggle, pay the highest percent. So we call it income shifting. Time to shift your income, all right? So what do? Well, we do these. I do a webinar every Thursday, but we do conference calls every Tuesday and every Sunday at 9 o'clock. I do webinars typically Thursdays around 10 o'clock Eastern. So write down this website, howtoshiftyourincome.com. That's the site that you're going to refer people to when you get your membership, okay? How do you get your membership? Well, it's simple. Text or inbox or call the person that put you in this webinar and just say $34.95. They'll then help you get a username and password. And then you now have your software, your strategy, your education, the mobile app, everything you need to be successful financially. And then we have our game plan on how to shift your income.com. Then I show you how to share that website and start getting bonuses if you choose. All right. Text $34.95 to the person that puts you on this webinar, or Facebook Live, or inbox them, or call them. Whatever you do, don't let $1.17 a day and your skepticism keep you exactly where you are. All right. My name is Brian Bean. I'll see you guys in the magazines.